Hey everyone, this is going to be Veda Day 9. Yeah, wow, it's already 9 days in August. But for Veda Day 9, I'm going to do, finally, the 10 things you didn't know about me tag. I had all the things in my phone forever, and for some reason when I went to write them down on a piece of paper, I realized only 4 of them were still on my phone, so I don't know what happened. So I just had to come up with some real quick. Yeah, so here we go. And of course I'm doing this on my cell phone. It's much easier with uploading and whatnot. Sorry if the quality is not the greatest. First thing, I'm sure you didn't know about me, unless you're really close to me, then you do, is I love vinegar. Now, long story short, I have always loved vinegar. My taste for it has come down quite a bit, but when I was younger, now this might be gross for some of you, I used to pour white vinegar on toast and eat the toast. Now, if I think about it, it makes me sick, but I used to. I used to put vinegar in my soup, and I used to drown my salads in it. I still do that. But I love vinegar. And before it was also white vinegar. I had to have white vinegar. Now my tastes have evolved or changed, and I love red wine vinegar the best. And cider vinegar on my french fries. Apple cider vinegar, that is. Secondly, the first 3 are food related. The second one is I love peppers. Whether they're bell peppers or sweet red peppers, roasted red peppers, hot banana peppers, pepper zucchini peppers, hot peppers, period. I love peppers. Especially the peppers you get from Wawa. The sweet peppers from Wawa. If you know what Wawa is, they are so, so good. I always tell them to give me a side of the peppers because I just like to eat the peppers. They're really good. My third thing that you may have not known about me, if you're not close to me, is I absolutely love salad. Now, I can make my salads very healthy, or I can make them very junky. Either way, I love salad. I passed that trait on to Jordan because now Jordan absolutely loves salad too, with the exception of he only likes iceberg lettuce. And iceberg lettuce has no nutritional value whatsoever. And he won't eat any other types of lettuce. I'm trying to think of the type of lettuce that's nutrition. Like, I know what it is, I know what it looks like, but I can't think of the name of it. Oh, what the heck is it called? Big, really leafy, dark green color. Oh, that's going to annoy me. I can't think of the name of it. Wow. Anyways, but I absolutely love salad. I can eat salad morning, noon, and night. Love salad. Drench it in oil and vinegar. More vinegar than oil. That is my favorite thing. I love salads. In fact, I think I'm going to go make myself a spinach and iceberg lettuce salad because that's all I have in the fridge is iceberg lettuce. Let's see. For this, you may know about me, I'm not sure, depending on how new you are to my videos, is my marriage has my marriage only lasted 5 months. Technically, we are still married, and if you think of it that way, we've been married for 7 years. But we got married June 15th, 2005, split up November 15th, 2005. And we have not been able to reconcile. And there goes the phone ring. That's actually my notification ringer. Now listen to that and tell me where that comes from. I wonder if any of you actually recognize the tune from that. And I'm not going to try to mimic it because I'll do a really bad job. But, yeah, so my marriage really only lasted 5 months. We've been separated since November 15th. We got back together for a 3-month period after being separated for 10 months. That didn't go well. I got out. And I've been with James ever since. James and I have been together for 6 years. Well, 6.5 years. Our anniversary was February 20th. So actually, it'll be 6.5 years on Veda Day 20. But so there's that. 5. I have never lived on my own or by myself, I guess would be the proper term. I've always lived with somebody. I guess right now you consider, me living on my own, but I've never lived by myself. I've always been supported by somebody. At first it was my parents, obviously. Then I moved in with my husband at the time. Like I said, it only lasted 5 months, but then again we were also with his mother, his sister. And so except for the 3 months that I went back with him, I never lived alone with him, except for those 3 months. Otherwise, like I said, I was with his mother and his sister. We all lived in the same house. Then I went back to my parents. Then me and James moved in together. First he moved in with me and my parents. Then we got a place of our own together for about a half hour from where we are now. We went through some trouble and went back with my mom after my father passed away. Then moved here to Phillipsburg. You didn't hear that. I don't even know if you got all of that, so we'll have to see. And I can't edit it out either, because it's my phone. But moved to where we are now. Okay, 6. I am horrible with phones. Oh my goodness, am I. Excuse me. If I had... Alright, you shouldn't have been able to see anything. If I had a mirror right now, I would show you, excuse me, my phone. It is cracked. Like here, and here, and here. It is cracked. This is my 4th phone in 2 years, and I cracked it. So if I replace this one, it would be my 5th. You only saw 4 fingers. But, yeah, I'm horrible with phones. It's partially because I give them to Traven to play with, to keep him entertained when I'm in an important meeting or whatnot. He gets annoyed and he tosses it, and then it cracks. See my wall? Sorry, I've got a little bit of ADD, but yeah, my wall was better. It's not right now. All the pictures fell off, and I just haven't put them back on because the holes are too wide, and yeah. Anyways. But yeah, so I'm horrible with phones. Number 7. This might be a surprise to some of you. Draven is actually the first child that I'm raising with his father from infancy on. With Jordan, I had so much help from my parents, it wasn't even funny in the beginning because I was 16. Up until he was 2.5 years old. And then I moved in with my husband at the time. And then he was being raised by my husband. And yes, I'm doing these quote things because technically he still is my husband, but he's not. And he's not exactly an ex because I'm not divorced. Yeah. Don't even ask. But, in any case, so I was with him, and he was being raised by myself, his mother, well, my husband's mother, mother-in-law, whatever, his sister, and all of us were, communally raising him. And then from there, I went back to my parents. Again, much help raising him. And then James was there, so there wasn't a lot of one-on-one time of me raising him. I hope this will upload because I'm going over 10 minutes. And then at 4 years old, 4.5 years old, tragedy hit. and I haven't had the opportunity to really raise him the way I wanted to since. So Draven is the first child that it's 95% of the time on me because his father works so much. It's up to me to feed him, up to me to bathe him, change him, do all that stuff, all the motherly duties, which I never really got to do before because of my situation. And with Zach, he's been with his father ever since we split up. Long story, he was 5 months old. I don't really want to get into it. But he's been with his father that whole time. So his father's raised him. And I've just, been kind of fly by night, not having a chance. But, so there's that. So Draven is my first child that I'm actually raising. And it feels really good to actually feel like a mother. If any of you kind of have a situation like that, and you know where I'm coming from, then you'll definitely relate. Before Jordan was born, I don't know if you see all this, but I'm not a light girl. I got this chunk. I am not a skinny little toothpick. And I'm somewhat okay with it. But before Jordan was born, when I was 15, I was a size 7, 140 pounds, size 7. I was always a very healthy weight, very thin girl, up until I got pregnant with Jordan. Ever since I got pregnant with Jordan, my weight has fluctuated downward spiral, getting heavier and heavier and heavier. I will admit that I am teetering 240 now. And I don't really go above that, and I don't really go below that. But I would like to lose weight. But I can't even prove how thin I was because, unfortunately, all the pictures of when I was young went up in the fire. There's very, very few pictures of me tiny. Number 9, something kind of fun, kind of stupid. I play The Sims. I love it, love it, love it. I started playing The Sims 2 a few weeks ago because I had it and I've just been laying around, whatever. And I got obsessed with it, and I'm like, you know what, I want to try new ones. James bought Sims Medieval, and he thought he would like it. He really didn't like it, so we spent like $20 on that, and it was just a waste because I think it's played a couple times. I don't like how it plays. And then I got The Sims 3, and I got that really cheap because I know Walmart's policies, and they had it put in the wrong spot. I won't tell you how cheap, but I got it really cheap. And 10 is actually really quite funny. And only my extremely close friends know this. My best friend Francine, James, because he's been there, and I think my friend Marlena, because it happened at her birthday party. I cannot hold my liquor for the life of me. I have no tolerance for liquor. I could have 2 Long Island iced teas. 2. Not like a whole bunch of hard liquor shots, whatever. 2 Long Island iced teas. And my head will be in the toilet. And I will feel like poop. Yeah, I cannot hold my liquor. So, I'm really fun at a party because I get really crazy. And not crazy in a bad way, just like funny crazy. And when I'm drunk, I start saying things that don't even make any sense, but it's good for a good laugh, and I know it. But, yeah, not long after, I will have my head down in the toilet, because I can't hold my liquor. I have no tolerance. Not that that's a bad thing. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'll never be an alcoholic. I just don't like liquor. And if I do have a drink, it's like 1 Long Island iced tea, and that's it. My drinking, or my liquor, I'm trying to think of things I've had. What is it? Screwdriver, I think that's orange juice and vodka. I think that's a screwdriver. I've had that. I've had a LIT. I've had Captain Morgan, which I like, coconut rum. I hate Jaeger. I hate beer. And I've had a couple shots, but I don't know exactly what they were called. But I've never had a martini. I've never had a Cosmo. I'm trying to think of names of drinks that I haven't had. I have had the vodka cranberry juice, with the vodka cranberry juice. I don't know what it's called, but I have had that. But that's really it. I mean, I'm not a drinker. I am not experienced with types of liquor or anything like that. What I had on special occasions, like my wedding, was a strawberry champagne Annandale's for some reason, I want to say. It was really cheap, but it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. But other than that, I don't know anything about liquor or alcohol. I don't like it. It's maybe once a year will I drink, and that maybe on New Year's. Maybe. Sometimes I don't even drink on New Year's. So sometimes I'll go 2-3 years without having an alcoholic beverage. And you know what? I don't care. Not at all. But, alright, that's the 10 things you don't know about me. 16.5 minutes long. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat. I know I'm a bit annoying because I always have to be fiddling or doing something. It's part of my ADD. Yeah, and it's a bonus question, or bonus, one thing you didn't know about me. I have ADD, always have. But I'm not on medication. I used to be until I was in the 8th grade. Now it's, controllable. It's just, some things I do annoy people because I always have to be moving my hands or moving something. Alright, that's me. And 17 minutes, and I hope it uploads. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Veda, day 9.